President Trump, Vice President Vance, and President Zelenskyy met in the Oval Office today for about 50 minutes. The first 40 minutes were cordial, but the final 10 minutes has a local Ukrainian professor reliving her darkest days. Would you say that you're worried about the future of your country now more than ever?
It's very, very concerning.
Natalia Kasyanenko is a political science professor at Fresno State. She immigrated from Ukraine 12 years ago. She's worried about her homeland.
Now is comparable to those first days of the war.
After talks between President Trump and President Zelenskyy went sideways.
As a native of Ukraine, I'm feeling angry because the United States is supposed to be our ally.
Trump and Zelenskyy were supposed to sign an agreement allowing the U.S. to mine rare minerals in Ukraine in exchange for brokering a peace deal with Russia. In a breathtaking moment in the Oval Office, Zelenskyy backtracked, calling for security guarantees for his country.
Very happy that President Zelenskyy is basically staying firm and not taking any deal that is just forced upon Ukraine.
Kasyanenko hoped Ukraine and the U.S. could reach a deal. Instead, a war of words unfolded.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Political science professor Tom Holyoke says today's meeting was unprecedented.
I kind of came away with the impression that Trump and Vance intended to attack Zelenskyy at some point during the meeting. I've never seen anything quite like that.
Congressman Jim Costa, a staunch supporter of Ukraine, also reacting to today's meeting.
I am very, very disappointed and dismayed.
Calling today one of his most disappointing days as congressman.
That looked like a setup to me. And I'm very, very saddened and disappointed because a majority of Republicans and Democrats 3 years ago, when Russia invaded Ukraine, said very clearly, this is about good and evil.
Peace talks ending with more questions than answers.
Vance said, well, you got to be thankful.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting?
I've met with Zelenskyy a number of times over the last 3 years. Every time he says, I'm thankful.
President Zelenskyy went on Fox News after the heated meeting. He said he doesn't believe he owes President Trump an apology, but he regrets how their conversation devolved. Now, Professor Holyoke has little confidence in any deal getting done.
At this point, there's a definite, complete breakdown in relations between the United States and Ukraine.
But Trump still has support.
Somebody asked me, am I embarrassed about Trump? I have never been more proud of the president.
President Trump posted on Truth Social following his meeting with Zelenskyy, saying, quote, he disrespected the United States of America in its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he's ready for peace, end quote. In the studio, Jason Taktagian, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.